And a very festive Dave Skirman from First Ontario Credit Union. You've gifted us with your presence.
Yes.
Tell them why you're not wearing the pants.
The pants did fit 2 years ago when I ordered this suit, but they're a little tight now. So.
I've heard that a lot.
But the jacket still fits.
Jacket looks great, looks great. So you're dressed all festive because you're going to give us a nice little treat at the end of our segment. But first,
Yes.
there's some really important viewers' questions that we want to get right to. So our first one comes from Brianna from Fort Erie. And she asked, what are the pros and cons of opening an RESP, a Registered Education Savings Plan, and would it be better to just put money into a TFSA, which is a tax-free saving?
Yeah, so thank you for that, Brianna, and it's a good question. And some people wonder about that because the TFSA has many advantages, and you can use it for a lot of different things. But however, even though they're very similar, they are different in a couple of areas that make an RESP a much better option for kids' education. And the first one is that you can open an RESP in the kid's name, or as the kid is the beneficiary, the day they're born. Where a TFSA, you have to be 18 years old to have a TFSA. So you want to save for the education purposes for your child.
And all that compound
much
interest.
Before, exactly. And the second key reason why an RESP is better is a government grant. So the government gives 20% of every annual contribution, up to a $2,500 contribution. So that's $500 a year the government will give annually. That's basically a gift. So that's like putting $2,500 in and getting a 20% return on your money instantly, and you get the tax-free advantage of it growing throughout.
Is it also a good vehicle, I guess, for like maybe aunts and uncles or grandparents to gift a child money into their RESP?
Absolutely. It's the gift that would keep on giving, because as you mentioned, you're going to get investment income on top of investment income throughout. And education is not cheap, as we all know. So the more money you can have in RESPs, the better.
Okay, let's move on to a question from Tracy from Stony Creek. She asks, is it better to have a TFSA with a bank or credit union, or have it through a financial advisor outside of a bank? Can I have one or more TFSA accounts?
Again, very good question, Tracy. And so first of all, yes, you can have multiple tax-free savings accounts. There's no limit on the number of accounts you have. However, there is a limit on the amount you can put into tax-free savings accounts. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. So effective January 1st, the annual limit is $6,500 contribution. And if you've had a TFSA since 2009, or if you've been 18 years old since 2009, you've got accumulated room of $88,000 effective January. So you've got lots of room for tax-free savings accounts. But what would you invest it in? And she mentioned an advisor or bank or credit union branch. Now, if you do have a tax-free savings account at a bank or credit union branch, which many people do, you're going to be limited in what you can invest it in. Generally, it's a savings account, GICs, or a limited number of mutual funds that the bank or credit union offers. If you want investments outside of that, stocks, bonds, or other mutual funds that the bank or credit union don't offer, then it's good to have an advisor or open an account yourself that you can do through banks and credit unions. All have them, an application, an app, or an online discount brokerage, and you can invest yourself.
Okay.
So there's two ways to do it. Both are good. And advisor's really your choice. Are you comfortable enough to do it yourself, or do you want some outside advice?
Okay. We got about 30 seconds left. But the real reason that you're here today, you delivered some gifts, but you also delivered the grand total of the amount that our generous CHCH viewers have donated, and it's been facilitated through you for the e-transfer. So. And
it's fantastic. So 2 years ago when we started this, because of COVID, because people couldn't come out and shop, the amount was about $12,000. Last year, and people are getting back into shopping themselves again, it was $11,000. This year we thought it'd be similar. So I got the amount last night before I came in this morning. Over $22,000.
Oh, wow. That's all from you, our viewers. Yeah. That is amazing.
And that's going to buy a lot of gifts for a lot of kids.
That's awesome.
So thank you, CHCH viewers, for your generosity in using e-transfer. Again, it'll buy a lot of gifts. And
That's just
So,
awesome.
yeah.
Dave, thanks very much for being that great news, bringing that great news to us.
Quite
Okay, so if you've got a financial question or topic you want covered by Dave, email your questions to financefriday@firstontario.com. Get in touch through Twitter at finance_Friday. And if your question or topic is covered on air, like Brianna and Tracy's was today, you will win a gift card from a local business in your community. So we'll see you after the holidays. Merry Christmas, and thanks for
same to
helping
you,
to make
Annette,
the kids
and same to
Merry
the viewers. Again, thanks for your generosity.